Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Ches, and this is Chezzy Tunes, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. And I am pumped today because today we are reacting to the brand new Splitter EP, 4URMIND. That's just the name of the EP, but I'm also doing it for your mind, just so you can, take in the inevitable insanity that this EP is probably going to be. I have become a very big fan of Splitter. I only just found Splitter's music while doing this channel. My first time hearing Splitter was in a reaction I did on this channel. So everyone's been able to see my enjoyment for Splitter's music manifest itself live in real time through my reactions on this channel. So I'm very excited to start off the new year with more Splitter. The first reaction of 2025 is here, and it gets to be Splitter. And I think that is pretty satisfying. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that if you're okay with that. Every song I've heard from Splitter has been very unique, very energetic, very bombastic, which isn't a word I use very often. Usually melds a couple different genres. It's got just this liveliness to it. I never know what to expect. And so I'm very excited to dive into an entire EP. Once again, we started with the full flavor EP, and now we're on to the 4URMIND EP. I also avoided all singles and teasers that were released for this. I think 2 of the songs were released as singles prior to this coming out, and Splitter did tease the EP. I think there was a little EP trailer thing announcement. I did not listen to any of it. I have not heard any of this. I'm going in blind, just as I intended, and now I am here and ready to check it out. 2 quick things. The first is that I do have a Discord, which Splitter is a part of. I'm just saying, Splitter's in the Discord, if that is something that interests you. I also have a Patreon now for those that want to support me directly and the channel. You'll also get early access to my videos, uncut versions of all my reactions well before they hit YouTube, and bonus reactions every single month. So if that is something that interests you, check out the link in the description. But with that, let's move in to 4URMIND by Splitter. The first track is Rise. And I probably will. I will probably be rising from my seat throughout this EP here. 6 tracks. Let's go. Definitely not what I was gonna guess this would start as. I don't know what I would have guessed, but not this. Okay. Get those instruments. Get those vocals, those samples. Hey. What a nice beat. What a good vibe. Ooh, that's synth. Splitter does do like 8-bitty stuff almost, kind of sometimes like video gamey stuff, but with an extra little twinge on it, a little extra flair, pizzazz on it, a little special sauce, you know? Why not? Why not? I'm Chezzy Tunes. No, you're not. You need friends. Oh. What? That's not even like a snare. What is that? It's like a little chirp. But everything's... Keep it alive, baby. Oh, the energy of it, man. I just don't like this weird snare thing. Certainly unique, but a interesting choice, I'll say. It's always so intricate. Splitter's music is usually so intricate. Different instruments and melodies. It almost has like a jazzy flair to some of it. Is that the genre that it's taking inspiration from? I don't know. It's got something more going on than just electronic music, and I highly admire it. Well, we are off to a good start, I'd say. It did everything I expect to hear from Splitter. It had a unique intro, a unique outro. It had some good samples. It had other instruments incorporated. It changed it up throughout, kept me engaged, kept me doing some of that, had that punch, had those big melodies and synths, and it had the Keep It Alive sample in there. And honestly, Splitter's what's keeping me alive, okay? Oh, also, it is like right after midnight. I am recording this right after it dropped because I couldn't wait any longer, okay? It was already hard enough to avoid the singles, so I'm in here, I'm diving in. Next up is Mind. Let's go. Keep it going, keep it alive. Like the delay on everything. A little more mysterious. I like the space I'm in right now. Oh, whoa. Something slower, deeper. The sounds, the atmosphere. I'm in like a cyberpunk jungle, but like a quiet one at nighttime. All the big animals are asleep right now. It's just me. Oh, this is cool. This isn't like a freaking bop, but it's just a good atmosphere. Are we building up? Are we actually breaking it down? I thought we were just gonna keep it kind of chill. Whoa. All right, okay. I like all the little percussion, all the little bongo-y biddies in there. Again, the creativity is off the charts. What a cool flow. The melodies. Keep it alive. Oh. I don't know what that sample. That sample just like Ooh. I'm playing the bongos, baby. The flow is ridiculous, man. The flow. It's not from anyone's mouth, but that's just the only thing I can make flow right now. Now this part, now it seems slightly out of place almost. It's kind of jarring to switch back to this. But yeah, what a beautiful tone to this, the intro and the outro here. Like, listen to that. There's been a couple Splitter songs that have this kind of thing going on. Is this sampled from something, or are you actually making these each time? Like, is this just an existing song and you're adding some things on top, or did you create this melody? Because I can't tell. Regardless, though, the incorporation of it, the thought to put it in there, and how well it fits into your music, whether it's sampled or not, is very smart, genius almost. It sets you apart. No, but not many people in this subsector of music, the electronic, the EDM, the dubsteps of the world, are incorporating that kind of music into their songs as well. So just, it's so unique. And Splitter is I'll talk about it all at the end, but I really like that one. I think it was definitely still Splitter. You could tell it was by Splitter, but it didn't sound like the main drop of it all was definitely unique. Not just for Splitter, but just in general. The flow of it, the rhythm of it, the percussion. Ooh, I love a good bongo-y type sound in there. I need to buy some bongos, man. I need to buy some bongos. A friend of mine had Donkey Konga on the GameCube. You know, the the DK bongo game, and we tried to sell it at GameStop and they wouldn't take it because it was probably 10 years old at that point. So we went next door to a Five Guys and then we accidentally left them there. We left the bongos at the Five Guys. Somebody who worked at a Five Guys now owns the Donkey Konga drums. And my life just hasn't been the same ever since. But next we're gonna move on to DEADWIRE, which I like that name. Let's do it.
This one kid, oh my fuck. Huh? Look at this one kid.
Bro, you had to be there, man. You had to be there. Whoa, what was that? Like, we just... Energy, take it. It's so engaging. I'm already so ready for what's coming to me. The bongos. Sounds like a Sultan track almost. But this is a weird synth coming in. Kind of strange to me, but it's okay. Nasty. That's nasty. Is this still a build? It's a strange middle section here. They're lengthy. Oh. Damn. Like, you just have the regular percussion, and then you got all these, like, underneath. That just punch you. Oh, God. Smooth. I need you to go on tour and play the song live, but you play the bongos live. That's the only way I'll watch the show. Ew. Okay. I don't mind the synth as much the second time. Hearing it again, I'm like, okay. DEADWIRE. All right. I do still think the sort of, not even the build, just kind of this lull before we got to the drop felt a little long or unnecessary. Just that part felt uneventful, so it felt kind of like a lull to me. But obviously then it comes through. It makes it worth the wait. It's fine if we get to a climax like that, because what a climax it was. Yeah, you're popping off with the percussion on this thing. You are popping off. You're popping. You're Big Papa. You're Big Papa Splitty, baby. That was really cool. I don't know if I like that or Mind better. I think I might like Mind overall more, but that one was still also very good. Very not catchy, captivating. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, all right. Halfway through. Keep on banging them out like this though. Hell yeah. All right, next is Yeah Right, which is one of the singles that I did not hear. So here we go.
You give a poor man a fish and you feed him for a day. You teach him to fish. You give him.
Yeah.
You give him.
Okay. It's like almost two different rhythms at the same time. It's a little strange. Okay. Keep it alive. Wait, did DEADWIRE even say Keep It Alive? Was it even a Splitter song? That one was Ghost produced, I think. Oh, I like that saxophone or saxophone adjacent sound. Good stabs. This one's not hitting me like the other ones have. This one comes off as just fine. Still very well produced, and I like all the different layers, but it's not blowing me away like the others have. This one feels a little safer, almost. I'm not sure how to describe it. Oh. Everything's like off key slightly, intentionally. Yeah. Always like your build, Splitter. You know how to build. Oh, that sub. Yeah, that's the low end is hitting. Might be making things slightly muddy almost. It's hitting so heavy down. That was a low blow. There we go. Yeah. Switch into completely non-electronic music. What are your roots, Splitter? What are your musical roots, your musical background? You've got to have something more going on. It's just such an interesting choice to throw this in. It doesn't even feel that weird in the song. It's just so, it's creative that you even decided to do that. Okay, that was my least favorite so far, and nothing insulting to say about it. I don't think it was bad by any means. It was just my least favorite of the 4 so far. I just think the style of it wasn't clicking with me as much. Again, the low end in that second half was, ooh, yeah. It was coming underneath and grabbing me and tugging a little bit. It was good, satisfying. But the first half didn't quite click. The sounds were still very good. Everything was well made. Just, yeah, the style of it didn't click with me as much as the other ones have. Just decent, that one was. Just decent. Now we move on to the other single that was released, and also the only feature that is on here, and that is Slice with Scorpiioh.
What?
Okay, I like these samples or chops. It's got a kind of happy tonality to it. It feels more lighthearted. Ooh. Oh. Got some actual singing. Punchy. Funky lasers. Standing up again. Let's do it. Come on. Keep it alive, baby. Oh, percussion's still going crazy. Oh, right into another build. This one feels more digestible, more, I'll say generic, but in a Splitter way.
Scorpiioh.
Eee. Never mind, we're changing it. It's an interesting tone to that synth. It's a little droning or something. Back to some beautiful stuff. The way other instruments are incorporated, like more subtle synths, the beauty, melodic-y side of things with Splitter's music. Yeah, what is this? What are you doing? That sounded aggressive, but I meant that as a compliment, the way I said that. Not a, what are you doing? But like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? I could go to like a underground little small bar, small thing, jazz club. They'd be playing that. And I'd be there, tapping my toe. The first half of it, like I kind of said before I was rudely interrupted by something crazy, the first half felt more like a standard, more mainstream EDM kind of track. Especially, you know, it had normal vocals and then a more mundane kind of drop to it, but still with that Splitter flair, that Splitter energy. I almost say spitter, not spitter, Splitter. But yeah, the punchiness of the percussion, the uniqueness of the percussion, how well it's crafted, the tonality of all the synths is very Splitter. Like it still sounds like Splitter, but the first half felt more mainstream. And I don't even mean that in a negative way, but just a little more digestible for the regular audience. audience that might stumble across this song. I think that's a pretty digestible splitter track. The second half goes a little more off the rails, a little less mainstream, but not overly so. And then again, we end on that kind of jazzy, normal music ending, which is becoming a more and more popular signature of Splitter's music that I really, really admire. It's really, really cool, really, really unique. So yeah, just another decent one. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I was given. It got me out of my seat. I was bopping along. I was slicing it. I was slicing. You saw me slicing. I sliced a couple times. But unfortunately, sadly, we have made it to the final track. We are here. The final track of the EP. Lose It by Splitter. Let's end on a high note and keep it alive. I never know where we're going to start out. Let's go! Yeah, ooh, come on. Yeah. Oh my God! I can still do the same moves. Just a little more booty in there. Hey. Eee. That's so thick. I like them thick, baby. And then just a touch of the instruments in there for a second. Okay. We're getting a little repetitive with that part. It's still thick, but yeah, we need to change it a bit. I mean, it's changing, but I need a little more variation in there. But that was really cool. I don't know what to say. Also, I'm getting really hot in this beanie and a hoodie. It ain't that cold in here, I'll tell you that. Not for all my dancing. My head is warm. Ooh! Yes! I love me some string instruments, but sometimes the brass, man, it just be coming in. Melodies always are stellar, Splitter. Never a melody I'm like, oh, that melody sucked. You always knock it out of the park with the melodies. The synth solos. Are we getting a different kind of drop? I would like if you actually don't do anything similar to the first drop at all. Even though it was thicky wicky. Do something completely different. Ooh, I like this top synth. Ooh. Yeah, all these other synths. Ooh. Like, once you get through a song like this, you forget where you even started. You forget just how much we went through in that journey. How many genres, how many styles, how many vibes we took a stroll through in those 4 minutes. Nice way to just that felt like a little bow on the end. Just at the end, just the present is complete. I will say the first drop, it catches you off guard. It is thick. It hits you and it's so good, but I think it gets a little bit repetitive. I think that first drop either could have been trimmed down. I feel like the bars repeated a little bit too much. I mean, it did change every bar or so, but it was basically the same. The structure was basically the same, just slightly different thunk. So I think that could have been shaved down a bit, either that or just add more variance to it. But to me, it felt like two main sections, and both those main sections were a little longer than I would have liked. It started to get a little stale. So I think if you just shave that a little bit, that would be my only complaint. But it hits. Because I think I like it when it catches you off guard and it hits you real thick like in the face and I'm vibing. But if it stays too long, it overstays its welcome and then I get accustomed to it. I'm like, okay, it's not really hitting me anymore. If it hits you, boom, boom, oh God, and then changes it up and then gets out of there, you're just like, what even just happened? You don't want them to have time to sink it in. You don't want to give them time to really be like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. All right. You just want to be, oh God, what was that? On to the next thing in this case. But Big old B butt double T booty. That was an EP. That was a Splitter EP. I think overall, I don't know. I'd have to go back through the Full Flavor EP again. Full Flavor just completely caught me off guard. And I think now that I have at least an idea of what Splitter does, this one didn't go as crazy in my mind because I'm like, I knew you were gonna, pull something crazy out. So I was expecting it, but that does not take away from how enjoyable and what a wild ride that we were on going through For Your Mind. That was a great EP. I'm going to listen to most of these songs, if not all these songs, again, multiple times. But I think Mind or DEADWIRE might still be my overall favorites, probably. But Lose It was good. I don't know. I like when it's hard for me to pick a favorite right off the bat. So all of them are hits in some way. Yeah, right. I think it's still my least favorite, but even that isn't an insult. It's just the most like, okay, it was fine. While the other ones were punching above their weight class a bit. But yeah, Splitter, you're knocking it out of the park. You're really finding this very unique style and sound, the use of samples, the use of other instruments, the old-timey, like jazzy vibes and influences you throw in there. I think I might have said it during Full Flavor, but it sounds like you're scrolling through the radio, like you're switching the radio around to different stations and hearing the highlights of each station, and yet somehow it cohesively mixes together. And it almost feels nostalgic in a way. Part of it gives me like older music energy, but in like a good way, in a nostalgic way. It's very hard to describe, but I would really like to hear more about your musical background, how you found the style, what your inspirations are. If you're interested in an interview, I haven't interviewed an artist yet. I'm still trying to get my first interview onto the channel. So if you're interested in that, I'd be more than happy. But yeah, definitely a great EP. Definitely some highlights, some really cool stuff, really cool percussion. Love the use of the instruments, the jazz influences. Every single song is constantly changing. Splitter might be one of the best at that. Every song, at least every minute, if not every 30 seconds, you barely even remember how you got to that point. It keeps it going. It keeps it transforming. And obviously, it keeps it alive. Okay. Keep It Alive has never been a more fitting sample, because you certainly do keep it alive. You keep it very lively, and your music is infectious and energetic, and I will continue to eat it up. As one of your newer fans, I'm here to stay for sure. What did you guys think? What did you think of For Your Mind? What did you think of all the individual tracks? What do you think of Splitter? Let me know. Also, a big shout out to my patrons. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you for helping me and the channel out. And of course, a big shout out to my absolute tune, Will Vegas. If you want early access to my videos, uncut versions of all my reactions well before they hit YouTube, as well as bonus content every single month, be sure to check out the link in the description. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year once again. Let me know what I need to be keeping my eyes out for in 2025, and I'll be sure to get some reactions going for you once those things drop. Let me know anything I've missed in 2024. I've got more stuff on the way, as well as more hardstyle content for those of you that are here for that. And I look forward to another great year of absolute tunes, baby. So thank you once again. I'll see you in the next one, and keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace.